Let's look at one more verse today in Exodus chapter 20, and that would be verse 20. And it says, "Don't be afraid," Moses answered them, "for God has come in this way to test you, and so that your fear of Him will keep you from sinning." Now remember, they've heard from God, they are terrified, and they basically are like, "Moses, you talk to God, we'll listen." And Moses gives them the reasons, and he is, I think, incredibly correct here. He says, God has come in this way to test you so that your fear of Him will keep you from sinning. So the people wanted to separate themselves from this presence of God in this fashion. But what God was doing here is He was revealing to them the kind of God that He was. This God that they serve, He's above nature. He is personal. He is holy. He relates to them, right? He's showing them that. And it reveals what God's expectations were, that God was moral and He expected moral behavior from His people. The Ten Commandments are the framework for the morality that we are going to find God leading us to and telling us is right from the rest of the Old Testament all the way through the New Testament as well, right? It's the basis. Every one of the Ten Commandments is restated in the New Testament except for the Sabbath. Every one. They're restated verbatim. So they are the basis, and they expand from there, right? That's how the law worked. That's how the New Testament even works for us. So the Old Testament and New Testament joined together. You cannot separate those two things. They are joined. So that's so important, and it shows them their weakness as well, right? Their need for God's grace and help and rescue, that they needed to lean on God. So the fear that God puts in them here is to hopefully keep them from sinning. So the fear is not necessarily a fear strike me with a lightning bolt kind of situation. It's much more of a fear with an attitude of honor and reverence and respect and awe for who God is, right? When they're hearing from Him, the top of the smoke has descended to the cloud on top of the mountain. The mountain literally, from as we read earlier in Exodus 20, appears that the mountain itself is on fire at the top. So they're seeing this, and it's just, His voice thunders from the mountain. It's overwhelming. But that's good, because that helps them to see God as He is and bring them to a place of reverence and awe. And it's better to obey out of fear than to disobey Him, but God's ultimate motivation is for us to obey Him because of His love for us and His care for us, right? He was giving them the Ten Commandments because He loved them and cared for them, because He wanted good for them, and He knew that these commandments would set them up individually and as a culture to be successful and to be blessed and be a blessing to those around them. Now, Israel didn't learn this lesson well. They fail over and over. And in approximately 40 days from when this passage is taking place, they will be dancing around a golden calf. We're the same way. We struggle too. See you soon.